How much money do you need to make per year to live in Parrish, Florida? According to Grok, you will need between $92,500 and $130,000 per year. That's because your monthly expenses are likely to run between $5,000 and $7,700 per month. And that is exactly what we are going to cover in this video. How much does it cost to live in Parrish, Florida? We will cover your most common expenses. We're going to cover everything from mortgage payments. I actually run 5 different mortgage scenarios at different price points using FHA loans, using conventional loans. I want to show you what your payment would be if you purchased a home here. From there, we'll take a look at the groceries, the cost of groceries here. I actually think we might start with the grocery segment. I think it's the most interesting part of the video because I do a price comparison between the price gouging Publix and Aldi. You guys, I cannot stand Publix. I won't shop there. And this segment's very interesting because I do a item for item price comparison where you can save a lot of money just by avoiding Publix. From there, we'll take a look at the utilities. How much will your utilities run? And then from there, we'll even go as far as checking out the cost of daycare. We'll take a look at daycare cost. You guys, as always, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. I'm a Parrish Realtor. If you have any questions, here's my phone number. I have an email down below in the description. My YouTube channel is extensive. It is deep. It runs deep. It takes a look at everything Parrish, Florida regarding real estate. Take a look at that. Let's go take a look at the expenses of Parrish, Florida. What does it cost to live here? The first thing we will take a look at is the cost of groceries. This is Aldi's food for a week for a family of 5. This is for my family. My wife went shopping. She went to Aldi. She picked up all those items. Like I said, we went item for item on this comparison. Total at Aldi's, $186.82. Then I went to Publix and I tried to pick out every single item that my wife shopped for at Aldi's and got a price comparison, as you can see here. I did my best. It's hard to shop quality for quality, but I did my best quality and item. You guys, the grand total at Publix came out to $339.48. You compare the two, we saved $154 just by going to Aldi's. If you multiply the savings times 4, our savings is $610.64 by shopping at Aldi's instead of Publix. So our grand total for grocery shopping for the month at Aldi's is $747.28. Not everybody loves Aldi, so here's Detweiler. Detweiler could solve all of our problems. We could get the highest quality of food with the low cost. Please bring a Detweiler to Parrish, Florida. Now let's take a look at those mortgage payments. I tried to build a mortgage payment for everybody and all price segments. First up is a $300,000 house. That is at 10135 Morning Meadow Trail. This is in Oakfield Trails by Stanley Martin Homes. What we have here is a $300,000 house. We ran this as an FHA loan, so we used 3.5% as the down payment. We used 3.99% as the interest rate. HOA is $75 a month in Oakfield Trails. Property insurance is about $2,000 a year. And then property taxes are run at 1.3% with a CDD at $2,000 per year. That brings your property tax bill to a total of $5,900 per year. Add all that up and include $136 per month for mortgage insurance. You have a total payment of $2,249 per month. We only ran the last house as an FHA loan because it was a $300,000 house. Most of the home buyers in that house will likely be first-time home buyers. On this next one, which is 8120 Sunny Point Trail, we will run this as an FHA and then as a conventional loan so you can see what your payment is. This house is in Sierra and it was built by Dreamfinders Homes. For the FHA loan scenario, purchase price $400,000, down payment 3.5%, interest rate we ran at 4.5%. HOA in Sierra is $150 per month. The property insurance, again, will run at $2,000 per year. Combine the property taxes with the CDD at $4,100 per year. That gives you a total property tax of $9,300 per year. When you add that up and add in the mortgage insurance, being that it is an FHA loan, Total payment is $3,228. Now, if you run that exact same house as a conventional loan with a 20% down payment and with a 5% interest rate, your payment would be $2,810. If you're interested in maybe purchasing a home in the near future, give me a call. I can run loan scenarios just like these for you so you know what your payment would be. Give me a call. We can run multiple loan scenarios. Let's take a look at some other homes and see what the payments would be on them. This one is 11834 Richmond Trail in North River Ranch by Cardell. Again, we will run this as an FHA loan and then as a conventional loan so you can see what your payment would be depending on your situation. First, as an FHA loan with a purchase price of $500,000, down payment of 3.5%. We ran this with a 4.5% interest rate. HOAs in North River Ranch are only $9 a month. We'll use a consistent $2,000 for the property insurance. We will then combine the property tax with the CDD. That brings us to a total property tax of $9,000 per year. When we do that, we add in the mortgage insurance at $226 per month. We get a grand total payment of $3,596 per month. Now, if we do the exact same thing as a conventional loan with 20% down with a 5% interest rate, you end up with a payment of $3,073 per month on a conventional loan. Next payment, we'll move it up a price segment to $650,000 on this house in Canoe Creek by Neil Holmes. Address is 14406 Skipping Stone Loop. We are at the point where you're not going to have too many first-time home buyers in the market at this price point, so we're only going to run this as a conventional loan. Again, purchase price $650,000. Down payment 20%, interest rate 5%. We're running this on a 30-year conventional. HOA is $200 a month. Property insurance that we're going to use is the consistent $2,000 per year. Property taxes, add that in with the fact there's no CDDs, we get a combined total property tax of $8,400. Payment on this one, $3,860. The last house that we will run a loan scenario on is this big dog at 9030 Eagle View Terrace in Crosswind Ranch by Homes by West Bay. This home comes in at $945,000. We'll use 20% as the down payment amount, 5% as the interest rate. HOAs in Crosswind Ranch are only $15 a month. We'll run the property insurance on this one at $2,500 per year, being that it is a bigger house. We will combine the CDD of $3,490 with the property tax for a total property tax value of $15,775. When we do that and combine it all, we come up with a payment of $5,596. If you were listening and you heard the word CDD, that is a community development fee. When you buy a house, you've got your property taxes, then you have your CDD. The CDD helps pay for some of the development of the neighborhood. So you do include that with your payment. And then your HOA obviously pays for some of the amenities, some of the fun stuff for management of the neighborhood, some of the cleanup, some of the maintenance of the neighborhood. I actually did a video that included all of the CDDs throughout all of the neighborhoods throughout Parrish, as the CDDs vary and range throughout all the different neighborhoods. And I did a video on the HOAs. What are the HOA costs throughout each and every neighborhood? If you want a list of the neighborhoods and their associated CDDs and HOAs, please give me a call or shoot me a text. I will send that to you. Now, as promised, I told you I would include the cost of utilities in this video, and here they are. This, again, is for my house. I live in a roughly 2,400 square foot single-story house. Again, we have a family of 5. We do have a Tesla, so we are charging our Tesla on the house. This first clip is for electric. That's $193.47 per month, and that was for the month of April. As we stretch out into the summer months, we do expect our electric bill to go up $50 to $75 per month because of the extra use of the air conditioner. Same house. This is our water bill. So this will include reclaimed water for landscaping water, fresh water, and sewer. This also includes the trash services. So you've got a total bill of $123 for those items. For our home internet, we're actually using AT&T's 5G service. They're only charging us $40 a month. It's not really great service, but it works good enough for us. We also do have Spectrum and Frontier within the neighborhood. Pricing on that or those services would be about $50 to $100 depending on what kind of deal you get with them. Last, and again as promised, here is the pricing for daycare. Daycare is not cheap. I don't care where you live. In Parrish, at a place called Smarty Pants for the babies, you're looking at $350 per week. For the older toddlers up through kindergarten, you're looking at $325 per week. If you've got a child who's of age, you can get VPK pricing or a VPK voucher. That's where the government helps you pay for some of your daycare while your children learn and prepare for kindergarten. If you do that, the pricing of daycare goes down to $250 per month. That's it for the cost of living in Parrish, Florida for this video. If you have any additional questions about costs or about any of the neighborhoods or builders, please reach out, give me a call. Go to my YouTube channel, this video right here. That is the thumbnail. That's the video where I include CDDs and HOA pricing for each and every neighborhood. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.